Hey guys, Adrian here. I'm about to start my encore class, which is, well, it's not a class, it's more like a club. It's like a tiny elite choir type of deal. And yeah, I figured I'd take the opportunity to compare the big choir, a big choir versus a small choir. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is assure you that I'm not going to be sharing my opinion. Like, I'm not going to come to any consensus over which one is superior. You can decide that. But I'm going to just gather facts, compare them, and yeah, just all around be a fact checker slash question asker. And here we go. Now, Lance, what do you think is the better choir? A big choir or a small choir?
Depends on who's in it.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think? What is the what's better, big choirs versus small choirs?
I think it sounds a lot better with a small choir who knows what they're doing and they sound good. But if you need more volume and you're trying to sing loud to a bigger audience, then you definitely want a bigger choir.
I agree. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Matt and Lance.
A small choir is not as good as a big choir because I think if you can get everyone on the same page in a big choir, you can't compare with as many voices in a small choir. It just sounds better with more voices.
All right. Thank you.
Big choirs for choral music,
Yeah.
and then a smaller choir if you're doing like fancier things.
Yeah. It's like pentatonics versus the Eric Whitacre 2,000 voice choirs. Cool. Thank you.
I think maybe small choirs would be easier if they're all good, but if they're all bad, the small choir is not a good idea. It's just depending on if the singers are good singers or bad singers.
I agree.
Stop!
Like, say you've got 100 people
Yeah.
who are all tone deaf. That'd be a bad choir.
And if you have 5 people that are all tone deaf, that'd
It's
also
still
be a bad choir.
So it all depends on the sort of people you're singing with.
But if you have 100, first
If you have 100 first chairs of Allstate, you're set. So
And that's not even possible to have 100
it's not even possible.
So you're just on your way.
that means it's always a bad
That's
choir.
my answer.
All right. Thank you. With Julia or not. Julia, I'm doing an interview section of a video that I'm doing comparing big choirs and small choirs. What do you think? Big choirs versus or small choirs?
I like small choirs better. You can hear individual voices.
That's gonna be my
Compared to a bigger choir.
go-to solo. Mary, you slapped me in the face. What do you think? Big choirs versus small choirs?
I like big ones.
Cool. Austin, what do you think? Big choirs versus small choirs?
Well, our choir is pretty big, but we also have encore, which is smaller. And when we combine with the 10th graders, that was a really big choir. But there are 10th graders, not that 10th graders are inherently bad, but a lot of them didn't know the song. And so even with a big choir, the song is not very good. So it's all about how good your singers are, Adrian. That's my view.
There you have it, folks. It depends. How's it going, Chris? All right. What do you think? Big choirs versus small choirs? Good talking with you, Chris.
I think in big choirs, maybe the pressure is taken off a little bit. You can depend on more people and listen to more people around you. Smaller choirs, there may be fewer people per voice part. So
All right.
you kind of have to rely on yourself.
All right, cool. Thank you. What do you think?